Fan settings. Okay. Ready. Okay, set the time. Let's see. I'm gonna go for 12 minutes. Give me 8:15. And ready. Let's play some football. Some good old football. It's not ball on the foot, you know what I'm saying? Getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know how I zit. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex-flick then hit with the back then.
Hey, everybody, it's the. Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings.
Now get him!
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
No question at all about his talent, and that's been on display since his first game as a starter at Florida State. On a Monday night, the whole country watching, he only missed 2 passes in the entire game and led his team to a big victory and later a national championship as a freshman.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston, and that's complete. It's Allington. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
All right, make sure they don't get past that line.
4 after that last completion.
Gotta get some 4th down. It's like
off the play fake, Winston, and that is incomplete.
Better punt that ball.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
I'm always going for pass plays. I got to go
such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. They want to be aggressive. Try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. First down. Here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I'll take a run. I'm close to
9 there on the first down.
Close to that first down line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get
that
it
close
out near the 40 to the 39.
Most times you got to throw passes.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got it complete to
he got some good ones. Yep, I'm getting some good moves.
Well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said
40
and done.
subscribers since I went this.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
If I win this, you have to get about 40 more
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. This is complete. Cousins to Treadwell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. This is caught. And they are able to to stop
We are right on the
line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Man, go.
They'll run for it with Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Come on.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Cousins to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
How could you miss?
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in.
How could you not?
Third down.
You were clearly in line. You could have caught, you idiot.
Third and goal for Cousins.
Yeah, touchdown.
And Thiel's got it. Touchdown Vikings.
I wanted to celebrate.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
We're not going to hit you
are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you?
I've never seen anyone miss a field goal kick.
This is how we prepare.
I have to be upset that someone misses that kick.
I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
If they miss, I'd be like, how could you miss that? What's wrong with you?
Bailey
so
now
much
to kick
potential.
it away after the touchdown.
And you screwed it up!
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
I don't know why most people do that.
Back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Right there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
This is Ellington. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Let's go for a blitz maneuver. We'll blitz him, and they won't know it hit him.
Barber on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half.
Intercepted! He runs down! He could go all the way!
Pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Let's make this incomplete. Let's make this a 4th down.
On 3rd down, Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
This way.
Ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer
He plays this way. This way, guys.
So here's
to
a
victory.
1st and 10 at the 38. Now Ellington. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up to the 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7.
They're probably
on
getting a
2nd and
touchdown,
3.
but I can't allow it.
Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Hopefully.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They'll run on 1st down. Barber. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Barber.
Don't let him.
Move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7
must suffer
down to
for
the
his
4-yard
crime.
line.
40 seconds. Come on, let's Let's keep this going.
From the gun, Winston. And that's complete. It's Allington. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football,
they're going for a kick,
it.
that's fine.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a
I'll
sack.
tackle regardless.
Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Except,
of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And after the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
oh,
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
welcome to game-Madden football.
Play action now. Cousins lets it fly for Treadwell.
That was a catch. That was a first down.
Took a
They know
shot
it.
there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He just held on and dropped. He
Now
could
from about the 32.
have got some good coverage.
Throwing his Cousins. Nowhere
He
to
face mask.
escape,
I saw
and he
that.
goes down.
That was a.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. They'll have 2
I
remaining
call it
as we
timeout.
step aside here
That was
in
a
this
penalty.
second quarter. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there?
Expect the unexpected.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Play action now. Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
52 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last
They gotta
catch.
find a way
Good
to
for
make
8
lose some
yards.
yards.
To throw is Winston. And Evans hauls it in.
Dang it.
Touchdown, Bucs.
Dang, Tampa Bay. First you beat
Mike Evans.
First you beat
there to make the grab.
First
and the
you
Bucs
defeat the
have
Saints.
taken the lead.
and New Orleans.
That's one of those touchdown
and then you do
passes
this.
where if it's an inch to the right or
Do your
left,
crimes,
it's not
go
a
to
touchdown.
ends.
He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening
Points.
and put it right there.
10-7 ain't no way to win.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Cousins now to throw on first down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Every time you pass, I was
Cousins
going to say,
now
put some
8
mustard
of
on
11
this.
in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph.
First down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Red-nosed reindeer, I always.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Cousins.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins.
How do you screw up so easily?
Pick Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdog.
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And
that's
boy,
a fourth.
This is going to be
no,
close.
that was a first down for me.
Lies.
Lies.
And he didn't get
lies from the tablecloth, I tell you.
There, but it doesn't fool this defense. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They go back to the ground, this time Barber, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
If I can maybe take a 4th down. So
this is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4th down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Hey!
3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
It's not fair.
Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
Let's get some coverage.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
A 3-point difference.
Cousins now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. The throw right sideline here is complete.
Doing good.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
We got a little more than 6 minutes
left on the clock in the
second down.
First of all, you might be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted.
No.
It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he's got
daylight.
It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Why?
So a dangerous pass over the middle in his own coverage.
It for a second.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
I got to cover the 10.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Even if I make a touchdown and I get I'll still be behind by 3 points.
About ready to get this next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Finally.
39 yards.
Something
there,
good.
A big one. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard.
Losing,
big plays
they're
like
intercepting the ball.
That'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do
pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
First and 10 for me.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too.
Touchdown! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Laquan Treadwell, 27 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
As a fan, is there anything
you fool! You were open.
Executed post route?
Why did it just go?
It's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Now.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's see if we can cover the spread.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
Let's try
it. It's leverage. Big
cover
guys
this.
Up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I can get him
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I can hold them off until the end of the second quarter.
Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Barber. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Blitz play is going to make a whole difference.
Here's Ellington.
Hold him back.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And now it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Again, it's Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans.
Third down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 7 there, but it brings
they're going to go either miss
game that doesn't get them the first down,
or I
brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And Gay knocks this one through. But wait up now. A flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. To the air again with Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end.
Fail.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
What? Oh, you little...
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
They're going to probably get a few touchdown.
3rd and goal. Winston. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Look at it.
O.J.
My knees hurt.
In the final seconds of the first half, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about, and still put the ball
now I got 11
just
points
a
to cover.
Drive and something really to take to the lockers here. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. is fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm?
2 quarters to try
and let it all out? Who knows?
Try and cover the points we don't have.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
You son of a bitch.
Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Not Carlton.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line,
forward,
instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit.
I realize that there are some scenario packs for Samurai Warriors 5 I didn't know were available.
First down, Winston. Looking for Godwin, if I get complete.
If I reach 220 subscribers, I'll actually buy them and get them and play them on the channel.
3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. As the
this is going to be a very difficult game to cover.
Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
I suck at it.
I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation.
I
do know that all 32 teams
18 points to cover.
Emphasis on starting fast.
It's an 18-point spread I have to cover.
Second half, no matter what, with those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this
once
drive.
You did not fail me.
On the last one. Throw it on the first
you held on to the ball.
Second
down.
First play of the
you
drive
had
is
it.
incomplete.
You had it.
21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings
We got to get the
down.
coverage, all right?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle.
We're actually gaining some coverage now.
Inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. Look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
How do you keep failing?
Turnover there as his guys will get the
How do you keep doing this to me? How do you continuously seem to upset me at every turn?
With your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot
of
credit.
I asked for one thing at the touchdown, and you seem to screw up at the worst times.
He completes it to Evans.
You can at least
try to about the 16-yard
to keep them from getting a first down.
There on first.
So he can return the ball and get a touchdown.
The pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Winston looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's got it past the 30 before
18 points behind.
Dropped. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
8.5 minutes of the 3rd quarter left.
Jameis now on 1st down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down, Barber. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing, Winston. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They go play action. Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Let's try to at least gain the
Charles on a play like that. How tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense?
Finally,
exactly right. It's a tough task.
We can try again some coverage back.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone.
Oh, come on. They're going for a field goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one.
From this distance, I think it's going to fail.
Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On first and 10, Cousins.
No, I lost some coverage. No.
Time as Cousins goes down. Noah Spence. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 20.
Not again!
Time tonight. It's an interception.
Not again! I'm restarting this game. This isn't fair. Where's the replay on this?
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to auto selected.
What the hell?
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation.
There is
sometimes
no
you just get yourself into a
freaking
rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
I can't reset the whole game. I have to play this to the end.
On the ground, Ellington. And an alley to run.
Tackle him for crying out loud.
Going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
I am terrible at this game.
47 yards. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown.
It didn't matter what I do.
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
It doesn't matter if I...
Extra point by Gay is
now I have 25 points
to just kick the extra
point. 25 point gap.
So they hit pay dirt
every
on
time.
Just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line.
I can could ever get past there.
He will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
I got a slap on the butt. Like, yeah.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working,
that was actually a good throw.
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
So long as I can
They get 14
going.
First down, Vikings.
I have determination.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He face masked. That is a timeout. You can't even call a timeout.
Noah Spence.
That's a penalty.
Second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing is Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside.
Way to go, Diggs.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Meanwhile, here a run on first down.
It's something I didn't know I was doing.
He's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. On 2nd and 15 now. Cousins. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dance. Here's your chance. Do your dance.
His second touchdown of the night.
Prance.
And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game.
18 points.
Right now,
difference.
his team is trailing.
18-point difference.
Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Probably
might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Make the difference work.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Try and make him get. Go for a 4th down.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A second down throw for Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Why was no one there to catch
the
it?
End zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete.
That's a first down. I saw it.
End up getting 10 back as that sets him up for
ball was
down.
Ball was past the line of scrimmage.
In desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Cousins to throw it. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Doing good.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Cousins on 1st down.
Oh,
this will be
come
incomplete.
on. He could have just dropped it as soon as he grabbed it.
On the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now
just
from the
drop
27.
as soon as you grab it and just...
To the air again, it's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And
keep going in 1st down.
15, shy of 10.
Let's go.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again.
Get to that touchdown line. I'll pass it.
I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
All right, 11-yard gap, 11-point gap. We can stop him.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith. Actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Heading back out there, a look at Peyton Barber. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in the game.
Yeah, about the 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
So 1.
2 runs in a row, only 2 yards to show for it. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Jameis to throw it. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Could have gone for a 4th. Stop this. See her. They throw. Try and go for the interception.
They'll run on 1st down. Barber.
Hey, cheeky monkey.
Past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up
closer,
1st and 10
like,
at the 41. 1st down, they go with Barber again.
Come on, man.
Kendricks in on the tackle. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that,
the 30-yard
see
line.
if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football.
1st down
gain
again.
Some yardage and put the onus on the defense.
Even if I stop,
what are they going to do to stop you?
Even if I get to the 4th down, they can still go for a field goal.
They'll run it now, out of the gun. Now Ellington lost the football. It's out.
I hit, stick him hard.
That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy.
No, we had it.
Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin.
It's like my touchdown didn't even matter.
As the Buccaneers
because we're back to another 35.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late. And
we are back to 18 points,
and your first
to an 18-point gap.
Is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
No!
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the second...
Not again! Not again!
Interception.
No!
Picked off by Levante David. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
Doesn't even matter if I try
to stop the kick. On the short field as they take it in for 6. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun.
It is a 20.
Just be the wide receivers catching.
It is a 25-point difference now.
Don't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
I have to go for 2-point conversions every time I make a touchdown.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you... And
every single time! Every single time I go for the pass, they intercept it!
Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. First down, Winston. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The opportunity to
O.J. Howard, but it'll be second down.
Because at this point,
after the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
I clearly can't at this point.
To throw is Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact.
How does it feel having an incomplete pass? How does it feel? I'm going to lose this game, but damn,
position, a real
if I don't make a difference.
This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that will be incomplete.
They're going to go for a field goal.
Well.
It's obvious they're going for a field goal.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just
but I hope
the
they
field
miss.
With defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Please,
Jay's kick is good. And their lead will swell up to 28.
Now it's a 28-point difference.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
I'm going to lose, but
in this league, you can never have enough points. But this
God forgive me if I don't try at least.
And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way
for
of
once, you didn't get.
I can't wait
for
to
once,
see
it's not an interception.
Because
for once in my time,
we throw an interception.
Every pass I've done so far, the past 3 games, 3 plays, has got intercepted.
Get a little confidence in it and let him fling another one.
The throw over the middle, take it in. And they bring it to the
I'm going to lose,
just shy of midfield.
God help me.
It's a gain of 11
I want to at
pick up the
least.
first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. There it is with the Treadwell complete. And
way to go, Cousins. Treadwell,
good one. Too shy of the 30.
You caught the ball.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Cousins again. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short. Cousins gives way to Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Have to go for a pass.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a third down. Now Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
Yeah, but that's some points for me. It's a safety.
His guys will get the football back.
Hey, no. I gave points from that. He caught it a touchdown. That's a safety.
At their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Barber. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that a team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward to
only
those.
40 seconds left in the game.
They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Yeah, there was no point in covering me, thanks.
46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
Let's see if I can.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Attempt.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to find Chad Beebe that time, but it's going to be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's got the connection over the middle.
Making passes. Oh, we lost.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A big offensive explosion.
I may have lost, but
you know what? And the defensive guys,
I'll play
they're just saying, hey,
this
put
gets
those
8
points
views.
up every week. We'll just keep